Okay, class 2 Alpha, good morning. Can you hear me?
Can.
Okay, thank you for those who are responding. Um, can you see my presentation just right now? Can you see it? Can you see my screen sharing?
Can.
Okay, very good. Right. So I hope you are okay today lah, in good health. And then before I continue the lesson for today, I just want to ask you if there any problem on our previous exercise. Okay, yesterday, if you still remember, I asked you to do the exercise on our new chapter on your workbook, starting from page 39 to 41. 41 or 40? Let me see. 39 to 41, yes. Page 39 to 41. Any problem? Page 39 to 41. The last exercise I need you to try to complete first before you send your workbook for checking after you come to school. Any problem? Please respond. 39 to 40, 41. Any problem, class?
A little bit difficult.
A little bit difficult, that's why I'm asking you. So you just tell me which question and then which page of your workbook, so we can discuss it together. Okay, you can use the chat function lah. You can write the page number and question number. Okay, and then you try to tell me which one, so that we can discuss together. Which one? Page 39, yeah? Your workbook, your SPS workbook, this one, this book, 39, page 39 to 40. Okay. I don't want to go through all the question. You just give me the question number and page. Is it okay? Because you want to save some time. Any? Right?
40.
Yes. Page 40. Yes. Okay.
40.
Page 40. Question number
2.
Question number 2. To what? Got one A to J. We have question 2A to J. All. All
Yes.
cannot. Okay. So, right. Okay, good. So class, you can open your workbook, page 40, question number 2, right? I will show you the presentation here, the workbook. Okay. Question number 39, 40. Okay. Right. 130. Never mind the answer, yeah? Okay. So, page 40, question number 2, the answer required you to, I just read you the answer first, yeah? Read you the question first. You need to identify the type of infectious disease based on their symptom. Wow. This is just like a doctor. You need to become a doctor, right? Okay, never mind. There are give you a option or selection of a disease and then its symptom. Okay, before that, do you already look at the video here? In order to watch the video, you need to download the apps first, yeah, and then the apps a little big. I think the size is a big. The size of the application is a little big, yeah. But never mind. If you want to see the video and others, what we call additional information on the workbook, you can download it. But you search SPS Form 2. I think you can search on your Google Play Store. Okay, the app's name is what we call it, SPS, SPS, Sasbadi SPS Form 2. Never mind. Okay, so it gives you the selection of the option, the selection of answer here, and then what is the disease. Okay, never mind. You can, as I'm explaining to you, you can write down the answer, no problem. The first disease is TB. Okay, TB is the what we call the abbreviation of tuberculosis. Okay, tuberculosis, TB. Okay, what are the symptoms? TB is actually a respiratory system, yeah, meaning that the bacteria, the bacteria or the pathogen infected the lung. Okay, so the person may have fatigue. Fatigue, what is meaning by fatigue? F-A-T-I-G-U-E. What is meaning by fatigue?
So tired.
Yes, very good. Yeah, fatigue mean maybe the person without explanation lah, without any what we call cause, become so tired. Yes, very good. Tired mean when you do something, when you do some rigorous activity, for example, after you do sport, after you are running, after you do PJK, for example, then you will become tired. That is totally what we call, we know the causes of your tiredness. But fatigue with no what we call without any causes, and then suddenly the person become very, very tired. That is what we call by fatigue. And then also cough, blood in the sputum. What is sputum? Sputum. Let me search the pronunciation first. S-P-U-T-U-M. Sputum or what?
Sputum.
Sputum. Hey, can you hear the voice or not? The computer voice. Again, 1, 2, 3.
Sputum.
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 Sputum. Sputum, meaning that it's the mixture of saliva and mucus, cough up from the respiratory tract. This is what we call by sputum. Yeah, sputum.
Sputum.
Okay, sputum. Saliva inside our mouth and mucus cough up from the respiratory tract, mainly in our lung. Okay, dalam bahasa Melayu kita panggil dia kahak lah. Very thick, what we call substance that when we cough up, it will remove with the mixture of saliva. Okay, this is sputum.
Sputum.
Right. Okay, so blood in the sputum, you got blood in the sputum, and then weight loss. Okay, the second disease, what is the symptom? Diarrhea. What is diarrhea? What is diarrhea, class? Diarrhea is what?
Stomach ache.
Yes, maybe from stomach ache. Diarrhea, if you pass bowel or you defecate, defecation, you still remember what is the meaning of defecation? When you go to the toilet, you want to pass bowel, you want to defecate, or you want to remove the undigested food, right? You want to remove the feces. Okay. Diarrhea is usually normal feces in a bit solid, right? A bit solid, not totally solid, but is what we call a semi-solid. Diarrhea, because there is too much water, diarrhea, the feces is mixed with excess water. Okay, because maybe the infection on the infection on the large intestine and small intestine. There is an infection. Okay. Normally, where is the place that the place in the digestive system that absorb excess water? Where is the place usually? Anybody can tell me the place where the place where it absorb excess water, absorb excess water from the undigested food. Where is the place?
Large intestine.
Large,
intestine.
yes, correct, very good. Large intestine, right? But maybe there is an irritation or inflammation on the large intestine because maybe there is a cholera bacteria or cholera pathogen inside it. So it cannot absorb the undigested food properly. Then the extra or the excess water will go out from when we pass bowel. And when you go to the toilet, extra water also being removed. Diarrhea. This is what we call by diarrhea. Okay. Vomiting without nausea. What is nausea? Vomiting, muntah lah ya. Keluar. Suddenly, maybe because of the virus, because of the bacteria pathogen inside the stomach, it will irritate, or it will what we call not set up. It will become uncomfortable, inflammation, or irritate the bowel, irritate the stomach, and then we will try vomit. Try to vomit without nausea. Nausea mean just a dizziness. Dizziness. Is it true? Nausea? What does nausea mean? Nausea. All right, nausea is the diffuse sensation. Okay, unease and discomfort, not dizziness. Dizziness is from headache or whatever. Often perceived as urge to vomit. Okay, just remember here, nausea, nausea or nausea. How to pronounce it? Okay, meaning. Okay, what is the pronunciation? How to speak it? How to what we call pronounce it?
Nausea.
Oh, okay, correct lah. Nausea.
Nausea.
Nausea. Meaning sickness, inclination to vomit. Meaning that you want to vomit. Nausea. The feeling or the urge to throw up. Nausea.
Nausea.
Yeah, nausea.
Nausea.
Right. So this is nausea. Right. And then next one is muscle cramp. Muscle suddenly cramp. Cramp mean cannot move lah. Okay, cholera. Okay, next one, H1N1 and flu. Fever, no problem. Sneezing, all right, you understand it. Headache, sore throat, sore throat, and then runny nose. What's meaning by runny nose? Not running man, runny nose. What's runny nose mean, class? What's the condition you think?
Stuck.
Stuck, or usually when you have flu, normally the mucus inside is a little bit thick, right? It has what we call thick mucus. Okay, and then it is not easily coming out from the nose. But when you have flu, runny nose means the mucus is being a bit become thick or become dilute. The mucus inside the nose. Thick mean dia akan jadi macam pekat, or it will become cair. Dia akan jadi cair. Which one? When you have flu, become thick, or become what we call that dilute, a bit dilute, just like a water. Runny nose, yes, correct. It will become dilute a bit. It's just when you if you just sit down like this, and then it will always the mucus is always coming out from the nose. You need to have what? You need to have tissue on you all the time, or the handkerchief to wipe out the extra mucus. Because the mucus inside, because of the infection, the mucus become very, very thin or very dilute. It can always running out. That's why we call it runny, because the mucus inside your nose is always try to come out from your nose. That's why you need to lie down. If you lie down, the nose cannot go out lah. That is the symptom. Yeah. Okay, dengue. All right, D is dengue. All right, fever. Okay, headache, red spot on the skin. So you have the red spot in the skin. Pain behind the eye. Okay, watery eye, muscle and joint pain. I think this everything you can never mind lah. Okay, you can understand it, the symptom. Okay, what about tinea? Tinea, white itchy spot. Ringworm, red itchy spot. This is the difference. Okay, I don't think you need to understand all this, but it's too much, I think. Okay, maybe if you become doctor one day, yes, you need to understand the symptom, the regular symptom of this known disease. Right, malaria, G, high fever, anemia, excessive sweating, headache, muscle ache, chills, and dark color urine. What is anemia? Anemia, I think the red blood cell is becoming very, very low. The red blood cell, the amount of red blood cell is low. How to detect? You can go to the hospital and then we have the blood test. The sample of your blood will be taken by the nurse and then to be examined in the lab. And then you know whether the red blood cell count or the white blood cell count, when there is an abnormal count or abnormal amount of this type of cell, so maybe there is something wrong with the body lah, with the body, maybe have some what we call infection. Okay, H is SARS. COVID is one of the SARS. Yeah, COVID-19 is a type of SARS. High fever, yes. Cough, of course. Headache, sometimes. Sore throat, yes. Muscle ache, shortness of breath. Shortness of breath. Very short, because if you suddenly experience the shortness of breath, meaning that your lung has been infected by the COVID virus, by the corona. Diarrhea, of course. Fatigue, very tired, and no appetite. Okay. For COVID-19, what is the very, very, what we call classic symptom for COVID-19? Fever, coughing, shortness of breath. There is no flu, there is no what we call runny nose, or you have sneezing, there is no. That is the symptom for flu. But for SARS, for COVID, fever, cough, what we call the sore throat, shortness of breath. That's why now one of the SOP when you go to enter the restaurant or you want to go to the shop, you need to scan for temperature, right? Maybe after this, and when you come to the school also, you will scan the teacher, or maybe there is a device that want to scan your temperature. If you have fever, no need to come to the school. Okay, that's why we have to scan a person because the classic symptom of SARS or the COVID is fever. Okay, leptospirosis is a bacteria. Again, fever, shortness of breath, abdominal pain, headache, cough, swelling of the body. What is the meaning of swelling, class? Swelling. Swelling mean what? Swell. Swell become? What's the meaning of swell? Anybody? Swelling. Oops. Swelling. Swelling. What is the meaning of swelling? That's the classic example. Can you see it? Oh, yo. Can you see the picture? Class? Can or cannot?
Can.
Okay. This is swelling. You can see the picture here, the picture in the middle here. The normal feet. And then the swelling feet become big. If the your what we call your limbs or your parts of body some suddenly become big or become swelling, there is a medical problem lah. You must check for it. Okay, this is what we call by swelling, nausea, vomiting, muscle ache, rashes, no appetite, diarrhea, and red eyes. Leptospirosis ataupun kencing tikus is very dangerous if you did not come early to treat the symptom. Okay, there are many deaths. Ada banyak kematian related to leptospirosis. Okay, usually when you go to infected area, okay, such as mandi sungai lah, if you go to the river or to the stream and then you have a you have a bath or you swim in the river, biasanya kalau mandi sungai, berenang, it is mostly you will have that what we call the leptospirosis. It is all about at your home, maybe it is all about hygiene also lah. You must keep your, for example, your kitchen very clean lah, because we want to get rid of the pest. For example, it is carried by vector. Vector is, in this case, leptospirosis is the rats. You must get rid the rats, exterminate the rats, remove the rats, then you keep the area of the kitchen, for example, clean and tidy, so we don't have any bacteria infection, leptospirosis. Zika is the disease transferred by vector, by mosquito. Fever, rashes, muscle and joint pain, headache, pain behind the eyes, I don't know why I feel, conjunctivitis and vomiting. Okay, is it okay? Can you get all the answer? I don't think, okay, so okay, thank you class. I don't think you need to remember all the symptoms. Okay, okay, it is unlikely, I think it's unnecessary to know. Okay, but maybe for example lah, what I want to say, the question maybe a bit simple lah. You no need to what I mean that you no need to remember all the symptoms related to the disease. No need. But you must understand. Excuse me. But you must understand what is the symptom. Maybe one of two symptoms related to the certain disease. For example, cholera, diarrhea. Diarrhea is very classic symptom of cholera, because cholera is the waterborne disease. Okay, the pathogen spread through the water, spread using water. Okay, any problem? Any other question? How about page 41? How about page 41? Is it okay? Or shall I continue with the lesson for today, class? Because now is 9:30. Okay. Shall I continue? I think I will continue a bit. I will continue our last subtopic for 4.1. Yeah. Okay. All right. Only this, very small topic. I want to continue yesterday lesson, right? So are you ready? Can,
Can.
Okay. Very good. So how do vectors spread diseases? You must understand what is vector. Vector in topic human health, in topic chapter 4 human health, vector is an animals that carry the disease, the animal that carry the pathogen. Maybe inside the animal itself, the animal does not show any symptom. The animal is not sick or ill, but inside that animal carry the pathogen, very dangerous pathogen that if infected to human will become very sick, and ill. For example, mosquito. Mosquito, inside the mosquito we have dengue, not dengue, the dengue virus, dengue virus. Okay, Mosquitoes doesn't have any symptom. Okay, it just carry the disease. That when the disease or the pathogen infected human, then the human will have the symptom and bear the illness. Yeah, right. Example of pathogen: mosquito. Okay, mosquito and flies are the two, what we call a two vector, spread numerous infectious disease. Not only one, but a number of disease carried by the vector. Okay, so let's see how this vector spread. Okay, we look at the first vector, mosquito. Right, a mosquito already has pathogen in its salivary gland. Okay, you know where's the salivary glands? The glands inside the body that produce substance, produce the substance. For example, we have also salivary gland in our mouth that produce saliva or the spit untuk apa ni, menghasilkan air liur. Mosquito also have that. Okay, but it's already have in the pathogen or the what we call the virus is already inside the mosquito, right? Okay. Number two, the mosquito secretes saliva when sucking the blood to prevent blood clotting. The infection spread through the body of the person because the mosquito bite us, and then the virus is when the mosquito try to suck the blood from the skin of the body. Okay, then the pathogen will transfer or transmit from the saliva of the mosquito inside our body through the blood vessel or blood capillary. Okay, so this is how it spread. And then number three, another mosquito bite the infected person and transmit the disease to another victims. Okay, and this is how the spread of vector. That's why maybe at your place, at my place, sometime there is a personnel from the health department come to do the fogging. You know the white smoke there, just to kill the mosquito. Maybe 1 or 2 person with a special equipment. They call it fogging. They spray the white smoke. I don't like the smell of the smoke because it feel oily sometimes. And then that is what we call, they want to control the population of mosquito actually, because the mosquito carry the disease. Okay, but that is the job for the health department. So what is your responsibility? Maybe you during the sunset, you close your window, close your door, and then spray the mosquito repellent, red sac or Mortin or whatever lah, spray to get rid of the mosquito. And then maybe when you try to sleep when you start to sleep, you use what, net or the blanket, you blanket yourself, because one, you want to prevent the mosquito from biting you. The mosquito may have or not may have the virus, but it is just a precaution step for you to take, right? Okay, so that is mosquito. And fly. How the fly is one of the vector that has many disease on it, many pathogen on it. Okay, how it spread? A fly land on the dirt, has pathogen on its legs and body. For example, can you imagine the same fly, right? And then they land on the dirt, they land on the rubbish here, on the garbage, and then they carry the pathogen, and then they go to your food, and then you eat the food. Can you see the transmission here? The transmission here, and then when you eat the food, then you get infected. Okay. Number two, the fly transmit the pathogen to the food, and then the pathogen enter the body of the person who eat the contaminated food, and then the person will become sick. Okay, this is the what we call the spread by fly. So how can you prevent it? How can you prevent the fly getting to your food? Of course, like usual, you must cover the food lah. Cover the food. And then if you go to the KFC or big restaurant, there are one device. Sometimes you maybe hear it. The fly getting the shot, get burns. What we call that? Is it a fly killer or what? Fly killer machine. Fly killer. This one. Can you see this one? This usually on the restaurant lah, on the big restaurant. Okay, this is one of the what we call device that you can use to control the population of fly, to kill the fly. All right, and then when the fly go into inside this device, and then it will burn by the electricity power lah. Okay, and then why its color is blue or sometimes purple? That is the color of what? Color of what you think?
Blue.
Blue color, right? Sometimes blue and then sometimes the purple color, because that is what we call an infrared. That is what we call an ultraviolet color, because fly attracted to the color, and then they go to the light, and then they will get zapped by the electric. Okay, right. This is an example of how you want to control the fly population. And then sometimes when the fly is big, you can smell the something burning. Okay, sometimes when the flies go to this device and then get zapped by the electricity and then burn, and sometimes there is a smoke coming out from the fly because it is burned alive. It is burned alive. Dia terbakar hidup-hidup. Dia terbakar hidup-hidup dan ada bau busuk lah kan. Okay, never mind. Right, so that is what how the fly spread the disease. Okay, next one, last one. The mechanism to prevent. Mechanism is the way, cara-cara to prevent, to avoid the spread of infectious disease. Like now, for example, class, COVID-19 disease. Always remind the SOP. SOP there, SOP here, PKPP, PKPB. You understand me? MCO. You know what is MCO? MCO is English lah. PKP lah, PKPB. And then Perak. Later on Perak, 19 March will go to PKPP. Can you understand this one? The word PKP and then PKPB. Nowadays Perak PKPB, and then this Friday will change into PKPP, because the case is decreased, right? Okay, there's a good news lah actually. That is the mechanism lah. And then you still remember what is the SOP? 3W and 3S. What is 3W? Let me see the SOP. 3W, 3S, COVID. This one. Got the English version? Yes. Open in new tab. This one lah. 3W lah. You must always, this one is not full. This one okay lah. Just want to show lah, maybe you can get it later lah. I just want to show you the what is 3W3S. Okay. Avoid 3S, meaning that one. This is the SOP, the mechanism lah. Avoid 3S. What is 3S? The first S is the crowded places, or what 3C lah, 3C in English lah. Crowded places, and then confined space, and then close talk, close conversation. Okay, and then we must practice 3W. What is a 3W? We must wash always our hand, and then we must wear the mask, and then we must warn others. Okay, warn others, for example, for the time being, do not shake hands, and then you must practice hygiene when you coughing or sneezing, and then you do the disinfectant, stay at home, and then get the treatment if you have symptoms. So this is 3W, okay, and then 3S. Avoid 3C or 3S, confine, crowded, and close talking, and practice 3W, wash, wear, and warn the others. So this is the what we call the mechanism or the SOP for try to break the change of infection transmission of COVID-19. Okay, so how is it same with the how we can relate it, or what is the similarity between the 3 SOP with the one in the textbook? Okay, primary stage we have here divided into 3 stage of prevention. Okay, 3 stage of prevention. Number 1 is on primary stage. The most important thing is improving health, meaning that beginning from you. Okay, beginning from us actually. Personal hygiene, family hygiene, cleanliness, the cleanliness of the living place, our home, and sanitation system. Okay. Number 2, strengthen our body defense, meaning that what? Eat healthy. Maybe you can eat supplement, or you can take supplement, or you eat balance. Balance what class? Or you eat balance?
Diet.
Yes. Or you eat balanced diet. Okay. And then because why? We want to what we call get our body healthy, and then if our body healthy, hopefully any disease that come to us, we can fight it. Because COVID-19 actually 90 or 80% of person who I already told you earlier, COVID-19, about 80 or 90% of those who are get infected is cured, because maybe their body defense is very, very good. They maybe got no underlying diseases. Okay, right. So maybe you get the vaccine. Vaccine is a very controversy right here. But later on, we talk about vaccine. Vaccine, immunization for pregnant women, for children, because we want to what we call prevent the disease. Vaccine, I will talk about this vaccine. Very interesting topic about vaccine. Frequent health checkup. Okay, and then maintain healthy lifestyle. Inhale clean air. Balanced diet. Go for what we call exercise, and this is the primary stage, right? So the secondary stage is just right now lah. The current condition right now, we are getting the new virus, the new strain of virus, and then we are undergo secondary stage right now. Why? Why I say like that? Because we want to determining transmission of infection. We want to know where the disease come from. That's why if you do the test, okay, and then the test result come out, you positive COVID, for example, then a person from the health department will ask you, where do you go in past 7 days, for example? Who is your close contact? Meaning that where do you work? Because they want to determine the transmission, where you get the transmission. Okay, this is the secondary stage lah. And then also the person around you, maybe you live in the same house with your mother, with your father, and your siblings, sister and brother. Everyone among you, around you, we will need to test for COVID. Okay. Negative and positive will depend on the decision lah. And that is the secondary stage. Giving early treatment to patient, and then if you have positive, and then you will go to the hospital. If you have symptom, you will go to the hospital to be treated. If you positive but you don't have any symptom, you don't have fever, you do not have any sore throat or cough, you will need to be quarantined. Can you understand me? Boleh faham, eh? You
Yes.
need to quarantine. Quarantine at where? Yes. Okay, thank you, very good. You need to be quarantined at home. If you very good in discipline, you must quarantine at home, or you must be quarantined in the what we call there are special place, not in hospital, yeah. There are special place that people go there quarantine for how many days? About 14 or 10 days. At least 10 days. You go there for 2 weeks, quarantine until you are negative COVID, not positive anymore. Okay. Hospital is just for patient who has symptom. But the place, for example, in Ipoh, I think in Stadium Indra Mulia in Ipoh, they convert the stadium into quarantine place, quarantine facilities. Okay. Can you understand me? Okay, this is the second stage, or the secondary stage. We want to separate the patient from the others. Quarantine, separate. We do not want the disease to be spread anymore. We need to separate the patient, quarantine lah. Okay. Tertiary stage, controlling vector. This is if the disease is bring or carry by an animal. We call it vector, ya. Vector kalau dia bawa dengan binatang. Destroying vector, breeding and hiding place. Fogging. I already tell you about fogging. Enforcing law. Okay. When the person at the health department come to your house, and then inside your house there has a pot. Inside the pot you have the water, and then got the what we call the mosquito larva inside. So you will be fine. Kamu akan didenda. Why? Because you do not clean your house. Okay. So maybe we'll issue compound. Right now also compound, right? If you do not wear face mask, okay, if you do not scan My Sejahtera, you go to the shop, you do not scan your handphone, you will be fined how many right now? Wow, how many the fine right now? Who know? Berapa denda sekarang kalau tak pakai, you do not wear the mask? Last time 1,000, right now how many? How many class? Not 1 juta lah, so many. 10,000. 10,000. Maximum 10,000. Oh, very, bahaya sekarang. Maximum 10,000 lah right now. Yeah? Alright, next one. Protecting the host using mosquito net or mosquito coil. Okay, this is in your prevention, and then wearing the thick clothes. Or when you sit, you use blanket. Or you switch on your fan. Or you use the mosquito net. Okay, right. And then for the new technology, you can use the what? There are so many devices that can what we call remove the mosquito lah. We want to get rid of the mosquito. For example, this one lah. Panggil apa tu? Mosquito repellent. This one. Pakai the repel, mau halau nyamuk lah, repel the mosquito. This one, or you can show the electronic one. I don't know whether the electronic one is what we call functioning or no. This is the electronic one. We want to remove we want to halau, we want to repel the mosquito. You can use the electronic one. Okay, or you can use the vape one, electronic vape. This one vape. Pernah tampak ini kan di rumah, kamu pakai apa? Okay. This one vape, electronic. Many ways to repel the mosquito. Okay, this is some of the example. Alright. So that's all for today. Alright. And then I will give the instruction. If I have any exercise, I will give the instruction on the Telegram group. Okay. So, do you have any question? I think we can stop here, class.
No.
Okay. If there is no question, thank you for your attention and focus. We will see you again when? Next class is on, wait, tomorrow. Okay, we will see you again tomorrow. All right, we will see you again tomorrow at 10:30 in the morning. Exercise I will give you on the Telegram group. Okay. Right. Okay. So I think we can stop here. Thank you very much. You can leave the class now. See you tomorrow. Bye bye.
Thank you, teacher.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.